Wow, this is some great hair going on here. Hi, my name is Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I am a single mom to a almost 12-year-old daughter. She'll be 12 in a month. I have 1 year left until she's a teenager, and I don't know what to do about that. Don't know how I feel about it. So on this channel, I try to really encourage moms, specifically single moms, because I am a single mom and that's what my experience is. But I also I feel like moms need encouragement in general. So that's what I hope to do. Right now, I haven't made a single mom specific post in a while, because I'm mostly just doing homeschool content for the next couple months. And as you've probably been able to tell, I don't post that often because my life is crazy. Please see this video for a better understanding of why that is. Oh, I should light this candle. I can open this desk drawer. Patchouli. No, there's an ambiance. Not for you, but for me. This is the candle. It's patchouli, OUD. Dark and smoky and aromatic. Okay, tangent. So, without further ado, enjoy the video. Also, please like and subscribe because that really helps the channel. And when I have more people on here and like interacting, it kind of encourages me and fuels me to make more content. So, and as a single mom to a middle schooler, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of that kind of content out there. So let's make it happen. Okay, I have this notepad and I fully planned to make notes for this video before I started it, but then I just sat down and started recording, so it's pointless. Where am I starting? Okay, so changes since my last video. You guys probably saw my unboxing video, which I will link up here. I did an unboxing video for all the curriculum that I've gotten for her for next year. It will go for, so my sister and my nephew also live with us, and my nephew is pretty close to Kyla's age. Kyla's my daughter's name, by the way. They're pretty close in age, and so they're gonna both be in 7th grade. So they will be sharing a lot of curriculum, most of the curriculum. Me and my sister are gonna be working together to do their school with them. So in that video, I shared all of the curriculum that I'd gotten. And one of the things was the Master Books math. What is it called now? Sorry, there's people in the house doing other things. Let's see what it is called. I have it right here because I just organized all my stuff. Principles of Mathematics. That's what it's called. Okay, so that was what I was going to use. I talked about how Master Books, I keep trying to deviate from it, keeps not working, so I just wanted to stick with it. But I've done more research, listened to more people talk about it, and going from math lessons for a living education to principles of mathematics is different than going from one level of math lessons for a living education to the next. So I did lots of research. I've been kind of mentally preparing and just kind of learning about homeschooling high school. I know she's in 7th grade now, and we have a couple years, or will be in 7th grade, but I kind of just want to start preparing myself and getting, so that I don't have so much to learn and figure out. My daughter is watering the plants that are right in front of this window. It's in front of me. Oh. I'm grateful that she took the initiative to water my plants. Give me a second. Okay, where was I? Okay, so did a lot of been starting the process of doing research for homeschooling high school because I know that it is a lot different than homeschooling all the other grades. I personally want to keep a transcript for her and keep track of her credits and all of that stuff. And just make sure that she's getting that, like, any place where I feel like I can't instruct her, that I'm finding outside resources and that sort of thing. So I feel pretty confident teaching math up through like Algebra 1. But I also, my daughter is cleaning her trash can with the water hose behind this window in front of me. Anyway, in order to, I've been thinking, like, I would like to offload some things that I'm currently teaching her. Right now, I have to give my time and attention to history and literature. We'll just call that two things, history and literature, because we're doing Sunlight. So it's essentially, we're reading our read aloud every day together, and we're reading our history book together and discussing it. And I would say Bible's kind of tied into that too. And then I'm having to help her with writing pretty intensively, and I'm having to help her with math pretty intensively. So that's a lot for a single mom who also works during the day and is also taking care of her mother who lives with her and has dementia. So that's a lot for me. So I wanted to offload something. I looked into teaching textbooks, going back to thinking my daughter has ADHD. She has a hard time focusing, and I'll get to more of that later. But I was thinking maybe something online that's a little bit more engaging would be better for her than just her mom reading to her. She's actually really good at math. She just can't go through a workbook by herself and figure out what she needs to do and learn it. But if I'm reading it to her, she catches on really quickly. Like if I'm reading it to her and explaining it, she catches on really quickly, and then she can go with the concept. Like, she is a formulas girl. She gets it. I don't know how, actually, because I can read a problem to her and she can figure it out in her head and tell me the answer without ever having written it down. I can't do that. I don't know about you. I have to like write it down and then work the problem, and then I can come up with the answer. So she's actually pretty good at math. And so I looked into the teaching textbooks. I know a ton of homeschool moms love teaching textbooks, but I just wasn't sure if it was exactly what I wanted to use throughout high school. And I had heard, I think it was last year, I think it was Ashlee from Grace and Grit. She had talked about switching to Shorman Math for her two older kids and how much she loved it. And that was the first time I think that I'd heard about it. And then I started hearing a few other homeschool moms talking about using it for their high schoolers. So I went and looked into Shorman Math, and they have a pre-algebra course. And just looking through it and reading kind of, because I was trying to decide between the Saxon 7-6 and the Shorman pre-algebra. And from everything I read and all of the placement tests and all that, I really think she can do pre-algebra. And then my nephew, he's like a math wizard. So I think we're gonna put them both into Shorman pre-algebra. And I think that it is gonna be great. And then I'm hoping that it works so well that I can just stick with Shorman Math all the way through high school and never have to worry about math again. Things never work out that way, but that is my hope. Because with the pre-algebra, the first 30 lessons are essentially like going over arithmetic. It's just a really comprehensive arithmetic review. So anything that they may have forgotten or didn't learn or cover, they'll go through it. And it's self-paced, so if there's a topic you need to stop and kind of expound on more, you can do that. So it's all online. They teach it, they grade it, they keep track of everything. And that just sounds really great to me. So that is one big change that I'm making, is I think I'm gonna get Shorman pre-algebra for both of them. And they're gonna do that and hopefully do Shorman Math for the duration of their schooling career. Okay, so that's one of the changes I'm making. Another change I'm making is that I recently touched base with a friend of mine who is starting a homeschool co-op. Now, I've never been part of a homeschool co-op because I haven't had the time as a single working mom. However, my work is much more project-based at this point in time. And so I have the freedom to take a day to go and do a co-op with my daughter and my nephew possibly. So in this co-op, it's a bunch of moms who have previously been in CC, but they want a little bit more relaxed approach. And they mainly want it for like kids to be able to interact with each other and be among peers, and for moms to be able to encourage one another and that sort of thing. So it's more relaxed. And that was one of the things that's always kind of turned me off of homeschool groups, is how rigid they seem to be. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, what they're going to be doing, if you saw in my unboxing video, for science, we're doing Bookshark Science Level G, and that is chemistry, physics, and biology. And what they're going to be doing in this co-op is essentially labs for the Apologia chemistry and physics. So I feel like they'll kind of tie in together really well, and I'm excited about that. They'll be doing labs and learning how to do lab reports. So I think that's going to be awesome. They're also going to be doing Latin. They're going to be doing logic and rhetoric. They're going to be doing like geography, maps, and cartography kind of stuff. And there's another one that and I forget what they called it, but it's kind of like a Bible/character development kind of class. And they're going to be doing writing, and they're going to be using the book, The Lost Tools of Writing. And that's actually one that I've been looking into. As some of you know, I have a really, really reluctant writer. My daughter hates writing. She struggles with writing. I've tried so many different things. And I was looking into the lost tools of writing. That's what it's called. So they'll be doing that in this co-op, and they'll be doing like an essay every several weeks. So I think being among peers might really help her with that, and kind of give her the push that she needs and the confidence that she needs, I'm hoping. So I feel like this co-op has just like checked all the boxes of needs and things that I've been praying about, or just like even the little things that I don't make a huge deal of, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do that, or I wish I had that. Like, I love the idea of her learning Latin, but imagining fitting that into my homeschool day just sounds insane. But going to a co-op where they're learning Latin sounds amazing. And so it's 1 full day a week, which is great because Bookshark is 4 days a week. So that's awesome. It does take away our catch-up day. Like if we need a catch-up day, we no longer have that. But that's okay, because I think what it's going to add is going to be much more beneficial. So those are the changes that are being made. Thank you guys for watching and putting up with me being gone for so long. My mom was in the hospital again and went into rehab, and then I had to take a much more intensive role in her therapy, like her physical therapy, her occupational therapy, all that kind of stuff. So my days be full. They are full, but we're getting there. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. Talk to you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps support my channel.